What is going on, guys? Samuel the Views here, and since it's the end of the month now, I think I might not give you my recap of all my annual movie recap, or I recap all the films I've seen with December, either films that I did review, or films that due to one reason or another, whether it is due to scheduling, or being tired, or other stuff, I just not gonna do viewing. There weren't that many movies I saw this month. That's like, I believe, like 19 movies. Other month I saw like way more, so I think it's something to do with recap, so I hope you all enjoyed the recap, so let's talk about all the movies I've seen this month. The first film I was guessing is Alpha, which this film I really didn't have much expectations going into it. Like, I didn't know what to expect. I never heard much of this movie until I think a few days before I even saw it. And I was surprised at how much I actually really enjoyed it, actually. Like, this is actually a really solid and good movie. Definitely it's not anything amazing or mind-blowing. It does have its pacing issues. I didn't feel as intense the film wanted me to feel. There are some characters and the story really could have been handled a lot better. But I really couldn't deny how much I actually did enjoy Alpha. The best thing is definitely the relationship between the main character and the dog. The relationship is very sweet and touching, and definitely the heart of the movie. Definitely one of the best boy and dog relationships I've seen in a while. The visuals and the environments are pretty great and pretty beautiful, especially the cinematography. The main actor, I forget his name, he gave a great performance. He really delivered here. The heart and charm really is a lot. I was really smiling a lot throughout the movie. There were definitely some sweet moments that I really did love. Again, while this film's not anything amazing, it is definitely a solid, good movie, and I do actually recommend. If I were you, I would give it an A2 over B+. Next film I'm talking about is a film I did review on this channel, Searching, an incredible film that really hits home. It's really thrilling, unpredictable, and it keeps you on the edge of your seats. The way how the film uses the film on a laptop screen I thought was really great and really adds a lot of the intrigue to the movie, and how I really loved actually how to use laptop screen to advantage. John Chodlow is a fantastic performance, definitely one of the best performances of the year. Devin Messon delivers a great performance here as well. I love the chemistry between them, and I love John Chodlow's journey trying to find his daughter and reconnect with her. The mystery is unpredictable, it's very engaging, you're really at your seat, and the twists that are revealed are not only very satisfying, but really make you want to rethink what just happened, makes you want to rewatch it after knowing what happens. And I feel like eventually when I do rewatch this movie that I might actually love more. Who knows? I will give my highest grade. We shall see, but yeah, my other problem with the movie was still that I wish I saw Paul was double just a tiny bit more. But I still love the movie nonetheless. It's very engaging, it's very just wow, and it's definitely one of the best movies I've seen this year. Definitely guaranteed to be my top 20 by the end of the year. Next is another film I did review, BlacKkKlansman. A very important film that you definitely need to watch if you haven't already. BlacKkKlansman is fantastic. Everyone delivers basic performance, from John David Washington to Adam Driver to Topher Grace, who's might be a solo show for me. I mean, the story really is engaging. You're really on the edge to see a lot. The film's surprisingly a lot more hilarious than I expected, and I was laughing through it. Like, the film had a great balance between emotion and drama. It had hilarious and great humor. Definitely one of the best balances I've seen of this all year. You're really engaged with what's going on. The messages and themes are really well handled. There were a couple of ones that were a little too on the nose, but I love to mention everything else. But from the cinematography to the writing to the incredible direction of Spike Lee. Again, I haven't seen much of his film, but this is definitely the best I've seen from him. Well done, Spike Lee. Well done. Next we get to one of the few Netflix movies that I did see but haven't reviewed. First is The After Party. Now this movie actually seemed very intriguing and interesting. And it's also on music, and since I'm a lot of a music person, I thought this could be actually really enjoy. Unfortunately, I didn't. I will say the main actor, I forget his name, but he delivers a really good performance here, and some of the music is actually pretty good. Some other performances are pretty well done as well. The actors I thought were pretty interesting. Most of the actors was pretty not that good, especially with the manager, who's definitely the worst thing about this movie. He is really annoying and really unlikable. He really brings out a lot of this movie. A lot of elements really don't work really sure. Some elements end up feeling rushed, especially in the end. Like, it's definitely one of the most abrupt endings I've seen in any movie in a while. And like, the directing element, they're great. The writing really isn't strong, honestly. A lot of the characters I really could not care less about. There's not much I can honestly consider. After Party is just meh at best, honestly. I don't even remember much about the movie, to be honest. It's why I'm trying best to get my thoughts on it, but it does have some good outcomes to it. But there are a lot of these that really do bring it down in terms of stories and characters, especially the managers, some of the writing, some moments that happen, and being very rushed at times. So right now I would give it a 44 over C. Now we get to another Netflix movie, Sierra Burgess is a Loser. Now, I was actually kind of interested because I heard a lot of interesting things about this movie, and I was very interested to see what's going to happen. And I would say for the first 2 acts of this movie, I was quite enjoying it. I mean, it does have a few problems. I would say the other guy was really interesting, and the female character Veronica, I thought she was way too was hot with the first like 10-20 minutes, but she became a better character later on. She became a more likable character, especially when you learn stuff about her. And she does deliver a great performance here. She is still proving to be a capable actress, especially as a Stranger Things, and this is not that really proved that she delivers a great performance. And the moments you do and truly do care about her character, despite the situation that's happening. And Archie Seiler, he is definitely the best part of this movie. Archie Seiler is great here. He's hilarious, likable, awesome. Like, Archie Seiler has really been killing it since being a dying girl, and this is definitely good why. Unfortunately, the third act really brings it down, honestly. Like, I'm not going to spoil it in case you haven't seen the movie, but let's just say it makes Sierra Burgess' character feel less sympathetic, and something that happens that makes you really don't like your character and makes you don't want to get a happy ending. Yeah, it's that bad. It's that bad, and it goes in a direction that I just didn't really like. That's the best way to put it. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. It just goes into, it just goes in a direction that just didn't really satisfy me and didn't let me care much what's going on after. Yeah, I was more told like B plus in the first 2 acts, but the third act made it brought down to a 64 of a B minus. That's for sure, guys. It's still enough to say I enjoyed the movie, but the third act really brings the movie down. It really brings it down. One of the better Netflix movies I've seen, but it actually could have been really good. It could have been one of the best of the year, best Netflix movies of the year. But the third act really brings it down, honestly. Next film to talk about is The Nun. What a disappointment, honestly. Like, I was actually kind of excited for this movie because I am a fan of Conjuring Universe, minus the first Annabelle, but the first 2 Conjuring movies I thought were great. I might actually review the first Conjuring very soon, just so you know. And I really love Annabelle Creation, and I really do like Annabelle Creation. This film is definitely not that good. I mean, I'll say it's bad as Annabelle, but it's definitely not good either. It's honestly quite forgettable, honestly. It does have some good performances, it does have a kind of good atmosphere to it, it does have some good cinematography and some good visuals, but the characters are very lackluster and boring. The scares are some of the most predictable I've seen in a while. Like, I wasn't scared at all. I ended up becoming pretty boring at times. Like, it's fortunate. This film could have been interesting, could have been kind of scary, but it just ends up kind of being just flat out forgettable. That's the best way to describe The Nun. And speaking of unfortunately being flat out forgettable, the next film we got is Peppermint. I also was planning on viewing this movie, but I just think I didn't know what episode to say to give a full review on it. Like I will say, Jennifer Garner in this movie delivers a fantastic performance. She is amazing here. She really brings a lot of emotion and strong capability to a world like this, and she is really great and interesting. Like, I would love to see her in a better movie like this, and I would love to see her in her own franchise. She was that good. And the first 10-20 minutes I thought were actually pretty interesting, and it did actually have potential to be interesting. It actually had the potential to actually be a great revenge movie. And also some action music great as well. Unfortunately, after the first 10-20 minutes after the events, the film just kind of goes down. And it's not just the event we've seen a million times. So like I said, this film had potential to actually be great, actually. It's just the characters that what it chose to focus upon, and what is actually going on, and all the stuff that's happening. It just comes to very lackluster and also kind of boring, honestly. The problem is they chose to focus on the wrong things, and the villains are pretty one-note, and the characters aren't, and Jennifer Garner's are pretty boring, lackluster, and the film's aren't that good either. Yeah, some actions are good, and some, but they're not like truly amazing, and most of them are just not forgettable. Again, it's fortunate because again, Jennifer Garner delivers a fantastic performance here. And it actually had all the potential in the world to actually be a great revenge movie. But unfortunately, it ends up becoming a very forgettable movie, and also and I'll give it a 32 with C minus. Again, this could have been great. Now, if I was to adventure me, I was looking at the first Taken, which actually is, I haven't seen the first Taken, which actually was director has done actually, so I recommend seeing that instead. Next film is another film of the year, Hearts Beat Loud. Yeah, I'm gonna see this movie, and it is just as great as everybody says it is. Like researching Melody problems, I think we're still subplot that was dealt just a tiny bit more. But everything inside the movie is charming, heartfelt, and amazing. Especially from the two main leads, Nick Offerman and Kelsey Clemens. They are fantastic. They're some of the best chemistry I've seen so far that I've seen in a very long time. The music is catchy, it's fun, and I'm still listening to Hearts Beat Loud to this day. The song. It's such a great song, and the songs are great here in general. And who knows, because Clemens and actually love great voices. I love the chemistry, I love the story. The story is very simple, but you kind of know where it's going to go, but you can tell that not going for highly built in. It goes for a sweet, simple story, and it works on all levels. This film is definitely the most heartfelt movie I've seen this year. Like, if you're looking at this movie, I will have recommend Hearts Beat Loud. Next, we got a fortunate disappointment, The Predator. Oh man, like, I don't think I hated this movie much as everybody else did. Actually, I thought it was just alright, but considering how talented Gene Locke is, I expected much better, honestly. I was about the Matrix saying that he does great movies like Kiss with Bang Bang Nice Guys. Unfortunately, he did bring that true charm again. It's not a bad movie, it's just alright. It does have some good elements to it, some good performances, some good action, some good effects. It does have good elements to it. Unfortunately, it does have some bad elements that are also great, like some terrible characters, the terrible CGI, lack of tension, and a what the hell third act. Like, it was kind of more of a B minus or B, because I was still having some fun with the first two acts. But the third act to me really brings it down. It has one of the most blatant single-player endings I've ever seen. Again, that film actually couldn't be great, probably could have been the best Predator sequel we have gotten, but unfortunately it just thought that being just, again, alright. And speaking of disappointment, we got Slice, which is also a recent film from A24, which, like I said, has been impressing me a lot lately. Like, I've been loving a lot of A24 until two of the movies are my two favorite movies of the year. Unfortunately, this film is one. Again, this is a film that has so much potential. When you read the story and read who's in it, you actually not just come in something that's weird and odd, but kind of like crazy, but in the best ways. Unfortunately, that just don't pan out. I mean, okay, Chance the Rapper and the SBs are great here. They do deliver great performances here, especially Chance the Rapper. And the acting is pretty solid. The acting is definitely the best aspect of this movie. Everybody does try their best here. And there's some humor that really does work here. There's some moments I did like. Unfortunately, the biggest problem in this movie is that it has a huge lack of focus. It has a problem with what it's trying to focus upon and what it's trying to do, honestly. And some elements I can tell that they're kind of rushed and kind of just all over the place, honestly. And it sounds like 8 or 9 minutes, and yeah, I would say some probably should have been like 2 hours, or maybe it could have been a TV series or so, because there's a lot of things that could have been great, but it kind of gets glossed over a bit. This is a world that actually could have been interesting and explored much, but they just don't do much at all, honestly. Again, those are some good elements in here, but there's a lot that really does bring it down, especially with the focus in the movie. And right now, I would give it a 46 of a C. Definitely not bad and terrible, but kind of disappointing considering the potential it had. Next one to discuss is Mandy, which I actually discussed and I truly loved. This film, honestly, I'm still thinking about this film is really mesmerizing and really captivating, but in all the best ways. In all of the best ways, especially with Nicolas Cage, who was probably one of the best performances he has given in years. Like, it does have some Nicolas Cage films you expect, but this one really utilizes his and he really does deliver a great performance. Again, actual excellence. There's got good performances like Andrea Riseborough, Lance Roger, Bill Duke, Jabrank. Everyone does great. The imagery visual style is truly breathtaking. The humor is great. The art aspects are really great as well. The score by Jonah Johnson, rest in peace, was amazing as well. The direction by Pence Cumming was really great. It's very trippy and weird, but in all of the best ways. And so the first time being a little bit slow, which is my only issue with the movie. It's one that still got my interest. The story is engaging, it's very unpredictable, I really like how it ends, the ending is very wow. It's gory, but it's intense, trippy and weird, but in all the best ways. Again, if you haven't seen Mandy, I would definitely recommend it. Like if you're really into movies, I would definitely give it a shot. Now, next film is just actually not surprising that is Unfriended Dark Web. Yes, I did actually want to see this movie, and I will say it first time this. I don't like Unfriended at all, honestly. I'm really not a fan of that movie, honestly. Like, I actually kind of liked it when I first saw it, like 2015, but then we watched it and I realized, like, yeah, it's not bad, honestly. It's just it's kind of forgettable, honestly. It has very unlikable characters. The whole episode is scary, honestly, and especially when you have kids to care about. So, yeah. Dark Web, however, has a lot of elements that probably the first Unfriended should have taken notes on. So, because Dark Web actually was pretty enjoyable, actually. It's something I feel I can enjoy the more and think about it. It does have some similar flaws to first Unfriended, like has a few likable characters, honestly, and directions that I was like, really? And it's different, and some scares really don't work as well as they should, honestly, and a couple characters I wish I got seen more of. But I actually really had a good time in this movie, honestly. It's definitely not like terrifying, it does have some really good tense and actually scary moments here. Performances are actually, well, pretty good actually. Okay, especially the main actor, I forget his name, but he was actually pretty good here. He has some kids I actually do give a damn about. I mean, there's something you don't, but there's something I actually do give a damn about here. Anyway, the technology thing is well utilized here, and a little more well handled here as well. Some story elements actually were pretty interesting, especially in a few directions it goes. Some I wasn't a huge fan of, some I actually really like, honestly. It's a very fun and enjoyable movie, honestly. Like, it has some things that the first Unfriended honestly should have been, honestly. It's definitely not like amazing and mind-blowing, but considering how much fun it was first Unfriended, considering how horror sequels, after track record horror sequels have, this is definitely one of the better ones. This is definitely one of the better horror sequels, and this one, horror actually is better than the first one. The first one's like the game right, but still though. So I would actually recommend it, honestly. And after I give it a rating, I would give it a 78 of a B. Next film on top of is probably another Netflix movie that is Bleach, which is actually the latest live-action anime adaptation of a very long anime. Now, I'm not going to comment on it's a great adaptation because I've never seen Bleach, and I still watch anime, period. Yeah, so I didn't have a picture oriented, and I ended up actually enjoying this film a lot more than I thought I would, actually. I mean, sure, it does have some problems that you expect from anime adaptation, like it has very rushed in points, and not because of logos, okay, and it definitely has this pacing problems, and it is very cliche in certain areas, and the female style is pretty boring, but if you're just going into different structures, have a really fun time with some pretty cool action, some really good humor, and some good character interactions, I would actually recommend checking out Bleach, honestly. It's definitely not amazing, but it's just an anime. It's definitely one of the better ones I've seen, honestly. Nothing amazing, but still a lot of fun. I would give it a 75 of a B. Next one is A Simple Favor, which some of you I thought was actually pretty great, honestly. Don't forget that I wish didn't know what to do, and there was most document that didn't work for me. But there are little albums I do love about me, like any country they like give fantastic performances, definitely some best performances they've ever given, and the chemistry relationship is definitely one of the best episodes of the movie. And the Golden was great as well. The acting is pretty top notch. Dark humor, if I enjoyed the movie, is pretty hilarious and pretty well done, honestly. And for the majority of it, they do have a good balance. There are a few I kind of didn't feel the balance, but it does have a good balance overall. Cinematography is great, the mystery is intriguing, it's very insane, but in the best way, especially in the third act, which I know a lot of people really don't like, and I can, like some of you, I can understand if you don't like the third act. But for me, I actually loved it, honestly. I actually really liked it, honestly. The running here is really on point. Hopefully did a great job in directing this movie. And this, like some of you, this is a film I feel I'm going to like the more when I think about it. And think about it, and everyone deserves the praise. Like, it's pretty great movie. It does have a few problems that do hold it back for me, but simply it's pretty good. It's pretty great. Like I said, this film I feel like I'm gonna like the more and more I think about them, and you know, like and I give a high grade if you watch it. What? We shall see. Got 5 more films to go. The next film is a random film I started to watch because this film was one of my friends' 200 movie. Yeah, my friend kind of focused on the 200 movies, and this is the film that he decided to watch, and that is Daphne and Velma, which is a live-action Scooby-Doo movie that's about Daphne and Velma. So I didn't know what to expect, honestly, to be honest. I do like Scooby-Doo and all. I mean, I've seen a lot of shows on my workplace, but I really think she's going on. Like, I don't say this. I did enjoy it more than I thought I would, but it's still not good. It's still very meh. I mean, the two main leads are definitely doing this what they give, and they do have a good chemistry and some good lines. You know, Brian Stampik, I sorry pronounce his last name, of course, in the all in the series, loves a good performance here as well. This time, it's a good film, especially this one more volume Bob that I thought was the best thing about the movie. And it's about something I thought was decent. Yeah, I think it was definitely interesting, and it does have good effects. But the actual mystery is very engaging, and it's very predictable. I guess what's going to happen with the first 30 minutes, honestly. No joke. Like, this minute I thought, yeah, it's going to happen, that's going to happen, and it ends up being happen. Especially with the villain reveal, it was like so obvious, kind of like, oh, really? Something I think is laying terrible, and there's some music here I really didn't like at all. And the opening was pretty hilarious, but not in a good way. Like, the film is definitely not bad, it's not like unwatchable or anything. But definitely film is just still a meta film, honestly. It does have some good elements to it, but unfortunately it has some weird elements that do break it down, and I would give it a 46 out of C. Next film on this discuss is Leave No Trace, which I actually been hearing says great things about for a while now. I heard a lot of really good things about this movie. And hell, even has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. And while I wouldn't say it's 100% Rotten Tomatoes worthy, it's still a great nonetheless. Like, it also does drag a few areas, and because of its length and how emotional and some slow pace, this is my probably one that I pop in every now and then, like this is from I would constantly rewatch. Building Trace is still honestly a great film. It's very effective, kept me engaged and interested throughout. And it's been thanks to 2 incredible performances from Ben Foster and Thompson McKenzie, who have some great chemistry to share. You really do care about characters and what they're going through. It did lead to some very interesting, powerful, and actually incredible moments, especially near the end of the movie. Cinematography is pretty gorgeous, the editing is top notch, the writing is top notch. Now, it does have a good balance between humor, having some great humor, but also hitting hard with dry emotional moments. So, from there, really kept me invested. Again, this is from I wouldn't probably watch anytime soon because I'm slower at it at times, but I kind of a little tricky still a great film that I still do recommend you can already. I would give it a 96 of an A. Next film on this cast is Hold the Dark, which might be in run for the best Netflix movie. Like, you're trying to debate between this film and First Match, and that was also a great movie. But Hold the Dark is still pretty interesting, and definitely one of the best films I've seen from Netflix, period. Like, this is definitely an installment. Like, it's a very slow burn movie, and it's a very slow burn movie, but it's one of the films that's very rewarding and interesting all at the same time. Like, it's really interesting. Jeffrey Wright here delivers a fantastic performance. He really brings his A game here. Definitely one of his best performances with Alexander Skarsgård, who probably stole the show, to be honest. This is definitely one of his best performances. He really brings his A game here. Saying he was not Netflix movie this year, that's definitely a plus. That's in that he was not good in that movie, and now he's great here, thankfully. Definitely all around is great. The mystery is pretty engaging. The art elements here are pretty engaging. It's one of them that really makes you think, and honestly, when you need to pay attention on, say, certain details. It kind of also has a kind of a feel of an A24 movie, but that's a good way. And apparently, A24 was actually going to be distributing the movie and it went on Netflix, which I'm like, again, the pacing here does really drag at points. I mean, it's an hour 25 minutes. And it's a film that's definitely not going to be for everybody, honestly. Like, I don't mean to use that phrase, but again, it's exciting. The pacing and how slow it is, that probably aren't really going to like, and everything, I understand why. And there are a few moments that I thought were really that didn't make much sense, especially when it towards third act. But right now, Whole Dog I think is still a great movie. I feel if I rewatch it, I'm going to love them. I'm going to like more honestly, and I actually do recommend. If you're interested in movies, I'll give it a watch, and I'll give it a 93 of an A minus. Only 2 more films to go, and the next one's just it's Don't Worry, He Won't Get Fallen First. Now, Gus Van Sant, who wrote this movie, is definitely an interesting director. Like he did this principle that I'm very hit or miss on. Like he did the Psycho remake, which is one of the worst movies ever made. But he also did Go Will Hunting, which is one of the best films I've ever freaking seen. And he delivers his signature charm here. It delivers a great and interesting movie, and definitely a great biopic as well. Pete Phoenix as John Kelly, who's a famous cartoonist, delivers a fantastic performance. That he brings his 100% A game here. The emotion he brings really adds a lot to the movie. This movie, like Jonah Hill's also great as well. He delivers another great performance. Like, and I can't always see what he does with his debut mid-90s late this year. Rooney Mara and Jack Black also deliver great performance. Like the acting is top notch here. The story is really engaging. You're really invested in this character's journey. You're invested in a lot of these characters are going through. It does have gorgeous cinematography, great music from Danny Elfman, and excellent writing. There are a lot of great moments here as well. There are a couple of I wish I got to see a little more of, and it does have some pacing issues, but don't worry, you won't get fallen for it. It's still a great movie that I honestly do recommend. And if ever I would give it a 95 of an A. I would definitely recommend checking that movie if you haven't. And the last film to discuss is 3 Film Switches, but I'm not really going to discuss 3 Film Switches because I actually do want to. This is actually the most recent movie I watched, actually, and I actually still do want to review because this film I actually do want to review because it's definitely a very interesting film to review. So, I'm not going to say ain't much about 3 Film Switches. I want to say I just can't talk about because this is definitely a very interesting movie. Okay guys, that is my recap of all the movies I saw in September. Hope y'all enjoyed this recap video. Let me know of all the movies that you saw from the month of September. Let me know what 20 movies you saw. Let me know what ones you liked, what you enjoyed the most, or the ones that you did like the most. Let me know in the comments down below. And September was definitely not one of the best months from this year, but still was pretty decent and best, honestly. There were some great movies, but there were some pretty forgettable ones. And also about definitely a lot I plan on soon. I can actually do plan on reviewing a lot of horror movies this month, and the first one actually will be on the original Halloween, so see through that can a lot of movies. I also have a few other horror movies, and I might do and I definitely go do a horror ranking of franchise. And October 4th will be my 30th anniversary on YouTube. It's going to be 3 years since I stopped my first uploaded, and I actually plan on doing a look back video where I'm discussing what I was thinking from the time and why I started YouTube in the first place and how my journey was and how I came where I am today and what I've got going on, and also maybe get some updates for future stuff on my channel. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you think of that. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I honestly truly do appreciate it. If you haven't already, be sure to like this video, be sure to share, be sure to subscribe, be sure to follow all my social media sites, all links which are down below. I am Stardust-oneworldreviews from Stardust-oneworldreviews. I will see you next time, and stay cool and pate. Peace.